Welcome, welcome, everyone. Give a little bit of time for everyone else to get in here. How's everyone's day going today? Hey, Ryan. It's going good. All right. So, to start off, just a full disclosure we had a shipping issue, and a lot of the books of this week didn't come yesterday. We will still be getting the box. We just don't know when. So, I don't have a ton of books. The box that we were missing was a bunch of like the new Marvel, IDW, that kind of stuff. DC, we have all of it, so we're so good. We're still good there. Just because we do have a small selection of books this week, I will not be doing a giveaway tonight, but I will be going to the wall for you guys to claim some stuff that you guys might have missed the past couple weeks. I do have a single ratio variant, so we'll start with that. This one's from a brand new #1 from DC Comics, being Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. Look at this sick 1 in 25 incentive cover. We have it for 30 for this Godzilla, or Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. Very cool looking cover. Like I said, DC, you guys are fine. You got everything here. But Marvel, it'll have to wait. What an unexpected crossover, too, this Godzilla versus Kong versus Justice League. Don't think anyone saw this coming. Super cool. 1 in 25. All right, we'll move on from that. Now, this one is just a cool magazine that we got in. So it's Horror Hounds magazine presents a tribute to Halloween. It's got the fan guide of films, merchandise, Hollowed Grounds, and it has an artist spotlight in here. It's a one-shot fall special. It's only $14.99. As you can see, it goes through a bunch of stuff regarding the Halloween franchise. There you go. There's the 3 masks from the third one. And then Halloween 4 and 5 stuff. Shows you some locations. A lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool behind the scenes stuff if you're a big Halloween fan. 45 Years of Terror. I have 4 of these if anyone is interested. Very cool looking cover too. Strode. All right. Well, we'll move on from the cool magazine for Halloween. We'll go into the books of the week. So, like I said, there's not going to be a lot, so it'll probably be a quicker stream. But I will show you guys the wall, so hopefully it'll go a little longer that way. So why do we not? Why don't we start with a good one? One that is from DC. Pat, if you're already on here, I know this is one for you. I got Dwellings, issue #2. Now I do have a couple different covers of it. Boom, boom, boom. Make sure I can line that up a little better, huh? We got Dwellings number 2. That's going to be $9.99. All the covers are pretty cool looking. The art inside's pretty cutesy. If you haven't read the first one, this is what you'd be expecting art-wise. Well, Pat, you chose a good time to join. Now, Pat, since you just got here, I do want to tell you we are missing a box of comics, so we don't have them all. All the DC ones came in, but Marvel, IDW, Indie, we are limited on, but we will get the other box. Pat, gotcha. Ryan, I'll get you down for that DC Godzilla con. And then we're also not doing a giveaway tonight, Pat. We're just going to go straight to the wall after this, just because we do have a lack of books. But hopefully you'll get caught up on books that you missed out on. All right. Well, Dwellings we'll move on from. Oh, try not to knock my phone down. Now, in good news, though, for those that like to listen to the podcast, I will be doing it by myself tonight. I won't be actually doing it through Spotify. I'm just going to go straight through. I'm just going to go straight through Facebook. So it's like, I don't know, Q&A, interaction thing. I don't know. Live stream. You guys can talk with me instead of me and Brad. Alrighty. So how about we probably get to the biggest book this evening? We'll go to the main Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. There's some pretty cool covers from this one. This cardstock is beautiful. I actually picked that one up myself. And a beautiful looking cover too, with the foil. So it's $4.99 for A. You're looking at $5.99 for the two card stocks, and the foil will be $6.99. I have 3 foils, make it 2, and I have only 2 of cover B. Dan, this is I believe, like a miniseries. This is a crossover of Justice League versus the Legendary's Monsterverse. Such a key. It's key of the week from Gotham City Comics, though. Leave that up there for a little bit longer. Totally forgot to grab sticky notes. Whoops. The con went good. Friday was a little slower. but the wrestling was good. And Saturday and Sunday were pretty busy. I spent good money there. All right, we'll move on from JL versus Godzilla versus Kong. If it's something that doesn't seem interesting to you now, maybe take a peek at it when you're in store here and maybe give it a shot. All right, this one is perfect just in time for Halloween. We got bite-sized Tales of Terror. I have two covers here, and I only have two copies of each. These are $7.99. Mature reader one shot. It is an anthology of 3 horror stories. So, Pat, this seems just right up your alley. And look at that cover. That's really cool looking. Gotcha for B, Pat. Sounds good. Yeah, it's a pretty thick book. I think it's actually well worth that $7.99 price tag. All right, final call for bite-sized Tales of Terror. Issue number 1 from Scout Comics. Alrighty. We'll move on from that. All right. So this next book, too, I only have 4 copies of, 2 of each. So you have Fear the Funhouse, Toy Box of Terror from Archie Horror. It's a one-shot. It's an anthology of horror stories featuring dolls, robots, and puppets gone awry by the hands of a shadowy toy maker. Toy Story meets horror is what I'm taking from it. That would be. He's giving me like Goosebumps vibes. Give me like Slappy the puppet. Speaking of Goosebumps, has anyone checked out that new Goosebumps series that's streaming on Hulu and Disney Plus? We put it on here at the store, and it sounded pretty interesting. And it's got Justin Long in it. Though it's no original, that's for sure. So, final call for Fear the Funhouse Toy Box of Terror Issue 1. All right, we'll move on from that. All right, so we got a cool looking cover here. And I only have 2 copies of this book. So this is the Berserker Pen and Ink from Boom Studios. It's issue 1. So this is just the backside. This is for $6.99 too. So this is the front. I think if you find a UV light, that you'll see it the best. Now this is all just like the art and stuff inside too. And there's actually commentary at the bottom of each page too regarding that panel. Seems very cool if you're a big Berserker guy or a Berserker fan. This is probably a good read. You get to know like the background behind each like panel that seemed interesting to you. Again, these are $6.99. I'm sure we'll get more in that other box. These are the only 2 I have. 2. There we go. Brianna, got you for a Berserker. That means I only got one left. See, Pat, I wish I got into Berserker when it was like brand new. When Berserker started, that's when I wasn't into buying comics. But I read about it and I thought it sounded super interesting, but I never gave it a shot. So now I'm just waiting for trade paperbacks to become more readily available at the store so I can pick them up. Before working here, I didn't collect much comics myself. Knew a lot about them. That's because I would watch YouTube videos talking about different comic stories and stuff. All right, so we'll move on from the last Berserker comic I had, and let me see what are we feeling now? How about another DC? So this one is Harley Quinn, Black, White, and Redder issue 4. I got 2 good-looking copies here, different variants. I have 3 of B and only 2 of A. A is pretty cool, but I like them both. They're both cool looking. And I got you for B. So the key with this, it's a solicitations. Harley recruits 7 girls who compete to be her sidekick. We got some competition in this story, folks. Yeah, $4.99 on both covers as well. All right, final call for Harley. Black, White, and Redder, issue 4. Kevin, got you down. I have one more B left then. All right, we'll move on from Harley. We'll move on to J. Garrick the Flash, issue number 1. Pretty limited on this. It's the only cover A I have. Only cover C, I have 2 of B. This is a limited series in DC's Golden Age Hero Revival. Michael, got you for A. That leaves 2B, 1C left. All right, final call for J. Garrett the Flash, issue number 1. All right, we'll move on. And then I also do have a stack or a pile of books that we only have one of so far, one or two. And that'll be towards the end here. Alrighty. Marvel fans, as of right now, these are the only two copies I have. Deadpool Battered Blood, issue number 5. Both of the Liefeld variants here. And there is more on the way. These are just the only two I have right now. So, John, you claimed one. So I got one left for Deadpool. And Ryan. That's all she wrote. All right. Next up, we got a Heck / Back to School, issue number 1. I have 3 copies here. 3 variants. I only have 1 of variant A, 2 of B, 3 of C. Seems like an interesting read. That is for sure. The guy on cover A kind of reminds me of the main character of Splatterhouse, if you remember that game. It is a number 1, yep. I believe it's a sequel series or prequel. Yeah, there's nothing on key the key collector for it, so I don't think there's a key. It is just a new number 1 though for Heck /. Claim C. Perfect bat. Huh. Interesting. No wonder that guy reminds me he's from Splatterhouse. Seems like that cover A is also a is that a Walking Dead cover too? It's pretty cool. Yep, that's Michonne. That's pretty dope. All right. Well, we'll call it there for Hack /. Next up, I also got a lot of different variants for this one. We got Superman, issue number 7. I don't actually have the cover A. These are all going to be your variant covers here. And a beautiful foil cover. So it seems like all of these card stocks are going to be $6.99. Your foil is going to be $9.99. Your Jim Lee Icon Series Superman variant. Now, this is your first cameo appearance of a female version of Brainiac. Just like how Batman got female Hush, now you got female Brainiac. There's something about this C cover reminds me of Peacemaker. So this is Superman issue number 7, Dan. Just realized my phone was not straight. What the heck, guys? Should have said anything earlier. Come on. Now I do only have 1 of each here. Then here I have 2. John getting a foil. That means I got 1 foil left. Yeah, that Jim Lee foil is beautiful. Honestly, all these covers are great. All right, anyone else for Superman issue number 7 here? All right, well, if no one else is biting, I'm going to be taking it away. It's okay, because if you decide you want some, we have all these that'll be at the store. All right. Next up, I only have 2 issues of this one, 2 copies. We got the Incredible Hulk, issue number 5. These are the only 2 that I have so far. We will be getting more in later. It's a pretty cool cover. It looks like he's about to break through and get you. Making him mad. Boom, boom. Very creepy looking stuff inside. That's for sure. All right. Final call for Incredible Hulk, issue number 5. All right. Well, we will move on there. All right. This next one, I only have 3 copies of. The Sensational She-Hulk, issue number 1. We will be getting more in, but this is the Scotty Young cover. Yep, this is a breaking the fourth wall joke. You're welcome, it says. This is your brand new number 1 for She-Hulk. Bam, bam. Zorbin Man. Brianna, gotcha for She-Hulk. And Pat, I see yours too. Don't you worry. That means I have 1 left for She-Hulk. So this is my last She-Hulk. But don't worry, we'll be getting more. Right, well, anyone else for Sensational She-Hulk, issue number 1? Scotty Young. All right, well, we'll take this one away. All right, how about we move on to Nightwing, issue number 107. We got 3 different covers here. Now, I only have 1 copy of cover A, 2B, and 2C. And there's those trick or treat ones that Brad was obsessing over a couple weeks ago. Come for the sea's immaculate beauty. Stay for Nightwing's pirate booty. DC really knows its fans when it comes to Nightwing, I guess. Yet again, these are the only Only one I have for that one. It's all about the booty, especially for Nightwing. Especially for Nightwing, Megan. Like I said, DC knows its audience. All right. Well, we'll move on from Nightwing. This is the only two copies I have. Two different covers. For Batman, White Knight Presents Generation Joker, Book 6. I believe this is the last book in the series of this Generation Joker one. These are both going to be $4.99 for you. No one's biting on Batman? Okay, well, we'll do final call for Batman. White Knight Presents Generation Joker Book 6. All right, we'll move on. All right, all you Green Lantern fans, got Green Lantern War Journal, issue number 2. I have 2 of A, 2 of C, but only one of this beautiful looking B cover. Now you're looking at $3.99 for your basic cover, but then $4.99 for your card stocks here. Night Ride of the Revenant Zombies. DC always killing it when it comes to their card stocks. Oh. Saw my screen go back there. It scared me. Yeah, issue 1 came in, I believe, a couple weeks ago, but we only had a limited supply of them. But I can always see if we can get it reordered for you, Brandon. And I can always reach out to you if we can. All right, we'll go final call. Green Lantern, War Journal, issue 2. All right, we'll move on from GL. I got 3 more books left on my table, besides, the stack of 1 or 2 books I have. Next up, Catwoman, issue number 58. It's going to be Gotham War Part 5. That's the only cover A I have. Otherwise, I do have 2. There's a great looking cover B. $4.99 for B, $3.99 for A. Brand, I know I got you a Blade. I don't remember if we got an order through for. If we did, it didn't come in with this one. I'll go back and double check our orders afterwards. You're gonna claim in B. That means I got 1 of each cover right there. All right. Anyone else for Catwoman issue 58? If you're following that Gotham War storyline, you'll want to pick this one up because it's part 5 in that story. All right. Well, Brenna's the only Catwoman person. That's okay. All right. I only got 2 of these as well, as of now. We got the ongoing TMNT series from IDW. We got issue 144. This is cover B. It's the Kevin Eastman cover. Like I said, only got 2 of these TMNT that are remaining. All right, final call for TMNT 144. All right, well, we'll move on from there. We'll go on to the last book with multiple different covers and copies. So you got Batman, Superman, World's Finest, issue 20. Now I do have a decent amount of covers. And probably the most fun cover of this week. Nicolas Cage's Superman. This is the only copy of that variant I have, is that single one right there of Nick Cage. Now I have 2 of the Trick or Treat. So I have 2 ABC, only 1 of D&E. Brianna's getting a Trick or Treat. Now, is anyone going to claim that the last Nicolas Cage cover? Otherwise, you do have a really cool looking Kingdom Come cover right here. I was going to say, I'll be honest, I don't follow this story, but I did pick up a Nicolas Cage cover because I thought it was just hilarious. Otherwise, your cover C is a nice looking foil. All right, well, we'll do final call for World's Finest issue 20. Well, we'll start moving on. So next up would be our stack I have of 1 or 2 books each. So up next, I only have 2 copies so far of Scarlet Witch issue number 9. This is your new Champions variant. Like I said, we will be getting the other box. Not sure when, but we will. But as of right now, these are the only 2 I have, and these are $4.99. We'll go through these a little quicker too, because there's some ones in here that I'm assuming will probably get claimed right away. We'll do final call for Scarlet Witch issue 9. Now, Megan, I don't remember if you have it or not, because I ran Invergrove Heights stuff up today, so I can't look for you. Okay, awesome, Kyra, thank you. I was about to say, but if Kyra's on here, and that being said, Invergrove Heights, your stuff is already up there if you have a pull list. And your comment. All right, next up, this is the only copy I have of this variant of this book. Got Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 11. Now, there is a key with this. It is your possible first appearance of what is solicited in issue 12 is a terrifying new foe. This is the only copy I have, as of now, of Miles Morales Spider-Man. All the Spider-Man stuff's getting me hyped up for Friday. Spider-Man 2 comes out, and I will be playing it all day. Michael, got you down for Miles. Dan, I do know they'll be coming in. I just don't have any confirmation of when. But I can confirm they will be coming. There's something happened with the shipping, and we found out yesterday. They never gave us a date. Okay, well, since we got that one out of the way, how about this variant cover for my personal favorite, Daredevil issue number 2. It's the only copy of this one I have. As per the rest of them, we will have them at another time. Boom! Megan got Daredevil. All right. How about one of two I have? Another new Champions variant of Ghost Rider 19. 2 copies of this bad boy here. And honestly, this design for a character is awesome. I love it. Kind of cool how it looks more like a, beam of energy that looks like a barbed wire instead of it being an actual chain. Okay, final code, Ghost Rider 19. All right, we'll move on. Next up, only one copy of this I have. Hawk Girl, issue number 4 out of 6. Only one I got. All right. Well, I'll do final call, Hawk Girl, for issue number 4. All right, we'll move on from that. This next comic, well, I believe, actually came out, was it last week? Or am I thinking of another one? I might be thinking of a different one. Either way, it's a different variant of it. You got your Trick or Treat variants of Titans, issue number 4. This is the only 2 copies I have of it. Very cute covers. And then you got DC Dual Force on the back. All right, Piana, got you for that. I like how Nightwing is actually like hiding in fear, shielding his eyes. All right, so this is the last copy I have of this book. We'll move on. All right, this is the only copy I have of this one. We got Grimm, issue number 14. Your variant cover. This is $3.99. Grimm always knocks out of the cover department too. They're awesome. With Grimm, DC, and usually something's killing the children as well. They always have awesome covers each time. Okay, we'll move on from Grimm. See, Grimm seems super interesting too. I haven't got into it, but I agree. Next up, only issue I have, or any only copy, Children of the Vault, issue number 3. Only copy I got for $3.99. It is sucky that our box was shortened because there was some books I was looking forward to getting, like more Daredevils. But there was a new, I think, Crypt of Shadows. Shadows of the Crypt, something like that. No, there was one last year, too. Crypt of Shadows. We'll move on from Children of the Vault. At the moment, Pat, no, sadly. Not yet. So we got Star Wars, The High Republic, Shadows of Starlight, issue number 1 variant. These are both going to be $5.99. This is the only 2 I have of these ones. Of Yoda, looking somber. Yoda. Do or do not. There is no try. And I apologize for a crappy Yoda impression. All right, we'll go final call. Star Wars, High Republic, Shadows of Starlight, issue 1. I'm getting towards the end of my stack here, and then we'll get going to the wall. Since I believe it's been a while since that's happened. All right, Yoda, get out of here. Get out of my face. Next up, Walking Dead Deluxe 74 for $3.99 each cover. The only two I got. Pat, I know you got the variant to match this last week. Look how cool this one looks. That means I got one more Walking Dead Deluxe. Jeez. Pat, you're a reading machine. Okay, we'll move on to Walking Dead. Get that out of here. Next up, we got Big Game from Image Comics. This is issue 4/5. Only two copies I got of these. These are going to be $4.99 each. This is from the minds of Mark Miller. The mind of Mark Miller. I know this one's been getting popular. I've noticed recently. Pat's itching to read The Walking Dead all the time now. God, I need me a big book to do that again. I haven't read like a huge book like that since I read Stephen King's It in high school. It's been a while. It has been a while. All right, we'll go. Final Call, Big Game. Issue number 4. Final Call. All right, we'll move on from Big Game. Next up, final book on the table for this evening. The Man from Maybe. Very cool looking art. This is made by Oni Press. I believe these are both going to be $6.99. Oh, the art's pretty cool looking. That guy just got blown up. Seems like we got some very cool stuff happening in this book. The Man from Maybe. This is issue number 1. These irons ain't just for show, it says on the side of cover A here. All right, well, move on from that. Now, what I'm going to do is grab my pen, grab my sticky notes. We're going to walk over to the wall. All right. All right, let's start with last week's comics. So we did get a deceased hardcover in. This is the deluxe edition. Look how thick that is. Boom, boom. You're looking at $50 for that one. If anyone was following this story, Waller vs. Wildstorm, book 3. Got one more cover of Gunbreed. Limited edition foil. I know, I think Mitchell asked for it last time. And someone said they were out, but we do have it, and I put it aside for you. We got your San Diego Comic-Con exclusive $10 variant of Dead by Daylight issue 1. If you play the game, that gives you codes in there. You can redeem them for some cosmetics. All right, how about we move down? So this is all that's from last week. My hands are shaky, so I apologize. There we go. So you got Avengers issue 6. Batman and Robin issue 2. Blade number 4. Coming down, Cap Wolf and the Howling Commandos. That seems like a really fun read. Peep Show issue 2. With, I believe, a couple different variants in there. I'm just dropping everything now, too, huh? Destiny Gate, that's the last copy I have of that one. Well, someone moved this here, but there's Green Lantern issue 4. And for some reason behind him, Garbage Pail Kids trashing through Chime with a bunch of different covers. Brianna, I have one aside for him. I noticed someone said we didn't have it, but I know we had 2, so I grabbed one and put it aside for him. Guardian 7. House of Slaughter 18. With another cover. Moon Knight, City of the Dead, issue 4. Moon Knight vs. Werewolf by Night. The color version of that comes out this Friday for that special. We got Knights from Image Comics. I only have a couple of those left. Those have been selling pretty good. Rick and Morty Fricky Friday. Last copy of Sandman issue 1. Wesley Dodd Sandman. Scorched. So issue 22 with 3 different covers. Sonic the Hedgehog one shot. Here's their Halloween special, $4.99. Made in Spidey. Which issue? 35. 35. Spider-Man India, issue number 5. Which I don't know if I said this last week, but there's a key to that one. Spider-Man India gets a new suit. I think I actually forgot that. Superior Spider-Man Returns, issue 1. This is the last one I got. Where's our second one? No, there is a second one. I am misspoken. What do we got up here? Dark Droids, issue 3. Star Wars. Down here we got Mandalorian, issue 5. Simon Says, issue 1. That's Superior Spider-Man, right, Ryan? Put that down. Saturday morning TMNT. Cover A. This is your Halloween special. You got Venom 26. Only with the one cover. Black Widow Blast and Wild Symbiote. You got Walking Dead Deluxe 73. And World's Finest Teen Titans 4. Now, there was some variants last week, too. So these are your Spider-Man variants. For 35. Was that the only one? Let me... Oh, we had a Creep Show variant. For $10. Let me scan through, I think. That was your last variant for that one. But I'll have you guys look at all these variants anyways. Got Transformers issue 1. $25. Someone's missed that one. Daredevil issue 1. Ryan, I can double check for you. Were you thinking specifically this cover? Or just in general? With this one. Gonna reach over here to Sonic. This is also your Halloween special one. Top, that's the other one. That's why I couldn't find it. What is this, the boys? Oh yeah, you got the boys there. Conan issue 1. Beautiful looking variants. How about we come down? We look at the ones from the past couple weeks, okay? Got Abbott 1976. Some of your One Bad Day hardcovers. Sounds good. So we got Alligator Loki, Avengers Inc., Alice Cooper. What do we got here? Is this Alice Never After? I believe so. Yup. You got your Batmans. This one's an old one. Batman The Adventures Continue Season 3. Go Girl Gotham, if anyone's missed that one. Blue Beetle, I have 2 and 1 there. Now this is from a while ago. Berserker, Poacher, and Madness. Birds of Prey 2. Here's Big Game again. I think this is your 3rd issue. Captain America 1. With more variants here. Conan 1. I know that one's hot. If you haven't got it yet, I would start getting into it now. Creep Show. Catwoman Uncovered, issue 1. DC Goals. Just want to have fun. Your Lobo cover here. Got Darkwing Duck. Right underneath the Dominatrix. Because that sounds right. If you haven't got Daredevil 1 yet. I do have a couple different covers, Brianna. So we have this one. I'll put them up here. Put them up here since I don't have anything there. Boom. These are your 3 covers to choose from. We'll go A, B, and C. C. Awesome. Put that aside for you. Do we have frames? Let me check for you really quick, Brian. There's a top loader. We have a store folio. And we do have this. Oh, you can see me there. Awesome. Just what you guys needed to see. But yeah, it looks like you are able to hang it from the back. It looks like it just clasps in there. Like so. Then you are able to hang it. Awesome, man. I'll get that aside for you. You go ahead and put it to your little pile here. Boom, boom, with my pen and pad. All right. Start going through a little bit faster here. So we got Left Off on Daredevil. Dead by Daylight. I think we got issue 3 through 1? Was it through 2? Just 3. Never mind. Doctor Strange issue 8. Got some of your Death of the Venomverses. I got 4 and 5. Deadpool, Bad and Blood. Looks like there's 3, 4. Just 3 and 4. You got your Fire and Ice. Only 2. You got the Flash issue 1. Grim 13. Now I'll start listing them off so you guys can just look. After I show you guys what this one is. This is your Golden Age. The new Golden Age one. Charge at 30th. Power Girl. Predator versus Wolverine. You haven't got that one. Any variants? No, I think that's my only copy I have right here. Yep. So just this one. Bunch of stuff in Nightmares. I'd recommend picking that one up. By R.L. Stein. Spine Tingling Spidey. That's your issue 0. It's like Strange Academy, and then you got some Spider-Gwen behind it for some reason. Your annual. Spider-Man India. Here we go. Spidey, Spidey, Spidey. Star Trek into Star Wars next. Tales of From the Cave. Team NT action going on. Ultimate Invasion. That's a cool cover with a King Iron Man looking thing. Vampirella. Venom. Void Rivals, Wildcats, and Werewolf by Night. Oh my. Walking Dead Deluxe. Into all your X-Men goodness here. Alright, for those that are still in here, is there anything else you guys want me to go back to? Show ya? Anything else before we sign off here? Otherwise, if that is all, I will end it here. Bloodborne 2, no, we did not. I think we only got a couple for the pull list, but I don't think we had any extra. All right. Anything else for you guys before we stop it here? Otherwise, if you guys tune in around 7:20, 7:30, just like how we would do with the podcast, we'll be on StreamYard doing stuff on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. I would say podcast, but I'm not even doing it on Spotify. I'm just doing it pure Facebook streaming. And that's a good chance for us to talk about anything you guys want to bring up. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I'm going to leave it here. If you guys do have anything you want to have us take a look at, just go ahead and message our Facebook page, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. You guys have a great rest of your night, and those that are tuning in later, I will speak to you guys soon. Bye-bye.